They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Get ready. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Pickett. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
All right.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by... He's going to let it go.
And I was in the zone.
He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Arkansas. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Robinson looking to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
He's got it on the right. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass.
Oh, I meant to hit square. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong. That's on me, y'all. That is on me. That's on me, baby.
if this
Man,
secondary wants
patience,
to start
Ian.
playing
Patience.
deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're
That's
willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Robinson will throw. Looking downfield. Right on the money. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Pickett. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat.
oh my mama.
Major gaps in that defense, and
Release your son.
finally knock him down
Bro.
at the 41.
Bro.
The Razorbacks want to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big
That's
plays
fine.
up top.
That's
No doubt.
fine.
It makes me commit more to
You just ain't got the
game,
talent.
bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside, and then in turn, if
You
the
just ain't
QB
got the
can
talent.
make plays down the field, make strikes, get on the same page as the receiver, it can create some huge plays for this Arkansas offense.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Braswell. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. On the run, it's Braswell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop.
Why did he fall?
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
The run from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Robinson looking to pass. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Oh, he was open.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
I got to be honest, guys.
Oh, he was open.
He was
open. He was
open. Based on the
open.
success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Here's the return.
Oh, my
Slips through the
God.
line. There he goes. Open it up. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return
If I want
like
to
that, it pretty
win,
much eats up
I'm not going to leave
everything
Ball
gained
State
by
in
the
this
play.
fucking.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling that something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half.
All I
Go at
need.
halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now, trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Durham. He was
Hold your
hoping for
block,
something a little
man.
more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Robinson will throw.
More no.
Find some fresh air.
Ooh.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket.
Oh, my.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation.
He
He
overthrew
already has
it.
caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires on the move. Got his man. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Robinson looking to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Cardinals! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long from end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Thura.
Wow, that's not a turbo.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Rides the back and leaves it. Picks up the first down, still moving. Once that ball
I got conservative.
have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit
That's
like
fine.
that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change
I
the
can't even
momentum,
challenge it.
and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Throws to the tight end. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Defense in press coverage. Wilson will throw. Moving out of the pocket. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Fires to the end zone.
On the throw. What a throw. What a throw. On the move.
They come almost all the way back.
I know I got my running back on conservative, and they still fumble. That's crazy work. Crazy work.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two
We gotta
guys
take
have
our
been
chances
repping
when we get them, dog.
over and over and over, and it's
You gotta
paying
take them.
dividends now in game.
I know that
Nice
shit
to bring it out of the
is
end
on
zone. Did
conservative.
not work out as he stopped at the 13.
I knew it was on conservative, and I still lost the ball. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Right down.
Oh my man, he sucked.
And the defense has set him up. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Here's the handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for the...
Intercepted! watched it. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands.
What type of celebration that was?
Because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
They go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gator gets it to the 49-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs,
oh my God, I wish it was
big, long runs.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
I don't like that play call. I don't like what I just called.
And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. Robinson will
go for it.
He lobs one high down the left side. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it. Finds his man open. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Cardinals are flying down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Tagged out of the air. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Motion from the back. Let's it fly.
Oh my God! He overshadowed. He overshot, dude.
Right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Got his man on the right. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
That brings us to the close of the quarter, and Ball State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Robinson looking to pass.
Oh, good.
Make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on down.
Nice blitzing.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Oh,
just seemed like there was some
yeah.
miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives.
What's
right?
the rule
We
with
moved
trips
the
to one
football down the
side?
field. We had a chance to
What's
score,
the
but
rule?
we can't let those opportunities slip between
What's
our
the
hands. Let's
rule?
go get some points.
What is the rule?
The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick, as fast as they can.
There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Dances away to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Brown. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
Wilson to pass. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw again. Going downfield for the big play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. In that loss last week, he just never got comfortable. Threw 3 picks, but much better today.
Much better taking care of the football. Listen, being the leader, he made the one mistake, but did a good job moving on from it, leading this offense, and ultimately getting the dub today.
They'll go to the ground. Turning it on.
I wish he was faster. I wish he was faster.
Takes it all the way down to
great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Robinson will throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Leaves it with the back. Push down for the tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Pickett.
Are you kidding me?
He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 11 to Tennessee. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I'll put a timer on the TV.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Robinson looking to pass. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Durham. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there. Got that first down.
And they've strung trust him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
The old coaching cliche, go where no